Olá pessoal, vamos dar sequência aqui na nossa aventura. Estamos no acampamento druida. Santuário Esmeralda, na verdade. Conversar com alguns npcs, entender a história.
Druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
E lembrando aqui, os druidas estão para fazer um ritual que vai fechar todo o santuário e expulsar os tieflings. E tá perigoso lá fora com muitos inimigos. Se eles expulsarem os tieflings agora, provavelmente todos vão morrer.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Your mind wanders. If the crossbow bolt shot through her mouth, would she taste the metal before she died?
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Poupar a vida da goblin.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too? You, move! Stop it! Get out of my head!
Eita. Isso é novidade pra mim. Vou tentar deixar eles vivos. Ativar a passiva só para desmaiar. Beleza, desmaiados. Realmente não queria ter que matar. Já que caíram, vamos ver o que tem dentro do corpo, né?
No point turning on your own if you're just gonna give them a little tap. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts. goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute blessed one of our own. Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Bah! A clever goblin's like a trustworthy gig. A figment of the imagination.
It's the truth. I swear on your mother's grave. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
Não vou te soltar agora, não.
You're gonna be sorry. Every last one.
Conversar com o Will primeiro.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. You saw her then? Advocatus Diaboli. Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mindflayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. I'd be a fool if it didn't. I know the stories. Doomed to shed my skin, become a Illithid, and there's no coming back. But I haven't sprouted any tentacles. Least not yet, thank Baldurin. Could just be good luck. But sooner or later, it's bound to run out.
A worthy ally, perhaps. But I'll waste no time chasing devils while a tadpole feasts on our skulls.
I've seen your people in battle. I reckon you are no mere warrior, but a god's damned army. I'd be a fool to let you turn your back. Pledge me your talents, and I'll pledge you mine. I'll presume that's Githyanki for yes. Now let's move.
Sobre o nível do Will. Vou mostrar em prática como atualiza o inventário dos NPCs. Ele entrou no grupo.
Thanks to fight, my selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
E o estoque já atualizou. Ali as armas comuns dele, mesmo como um verde, então a raridade só tá como mais um.
Thank there isn't it? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Passa o dinheirinho. E ir embora. Podemos fazer o seguinte. Leva um pra cada NPC.
Defender of the people.
Action, not reaction.
Pode deixar o Lae'zel aqui.
No one back home will ever believe this. At the ready.
Sharp as ever.
Sobe o nível. Eu vou deixar como padrão mesmo as classes até encontrarmos a Karlach. Dá um ESC para voltar. E os NPCs atualizaram o estoque.
Well met. Is there anything you need? Just some bits and bobs I no longer need?
Às vezes vem umas poções boas como essa. Pode pegar tudo. Depois é só comprar o que quiser mesmo. Fica aqui o estoque.
Sylvanas.
Pegou com o Wyll. Transfere aqui para outro personagem. Conversa com o
Looking for Steve?
NPC.
I have, well, something close.
Joga tudo pra cá. Fecha a conversa. Vai de novo aqui na Tieta também.
It's a... You look... Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions
Passa
galore.
pra cá. Sobe mais um nível.
Need anything else?
E já
Of
atualizou
course.
de novo.
But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Flaggets will be done. Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions? Name. What to do?
Beleza. Podemos sair com todos aqui. Ih, eu não peguei o teleporte. Vamos ter que ir a pé. Alguns NPCs dá pra conversar mesmo morto. Com a magia conversar com mortos, mas não são todos.
Killed. Arrow. Can't breathe. Couldn't take much in. Bedroll. Guarding. Gate. Have to open. There were goblins
spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Ele disse que tinha um tesouro guardado. Tá bem aqui.
Just out of view. These boots have seen everything.
Esse pessoal aqui tá de luto, não vai querer conversar agora. Aqui vai ter uma emboscada. Levar a Lae'zel lá. Só pra dar uma na coluna dele. Ataque repulsor. Acho que já morre. E não deu certo.
Come on, can't stay idle. These boots have seen everything.
The blade will not bend. No time to waste.
Death won't take me yet.
Dauntless.
Tem que desativar o nocaute.
I can do better. I must.
Se esse amiguinho não dá mais problema, vamos matar ele.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Eu quero essa moeda, hein?
That bloody Irenes. Devils just can't stand to lose. Here. Now go back to the pit that made you.
Valeu.
Without delay. Where am I? What's going on? Moving in.
Aquele esquilinho acho que vai me dar uma orelha de hiena. Já dá pra fazer uma poção de velocidade. Olha que sorte. Justo que eu tava precisando.
I have something to ask.
Get out!
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
You're trespassing. This is my territory.
Okay, calm down. We can make a deal. How about this?
You can stay if you keep those ugly feet on the ground. I'll even sweeten the pot. Found some weird smelling stuff on the ground. You can keep it, but these trees are mine. Follow the rules and I won't have to intervene. Got it?
Valeu. Já passou o luto delas.
Glad you were here for those goblins. Picked one off yesterday myself. Shot her through the throat. That should have killed her, but she kept gasping. Clawing at the arrow. I had the same thought. And it's just going to keep happening.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long, though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunting packs. Maybe, but we're not fighters.
Aqui de cima
If they
dá
broke
mesmo.
through, it'd be a massacre. The sooner we leave for Baldurs Gate, the better. If the road was clear, 10 days walk, maybe? But while the goblins are out there, it might as well be the other side of the world.
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin. The druid in charge of this grove. At least, he was. Guess if he didn't come back with Aradin, that might not be the case.
Chegamos na cidade, conversar com o pessoal.
Open up.
Opa.
Here we go.
This grove is kept by Sylvanus' faithful.
Mais uma mochila.
We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak, roughly translated, idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a safest purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities. I expect I am your first. And they didn't cut you from navel to neck. Well, perhaps they were otherwise occupied. I am still getting used to people like you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
O focinho de morcego é foda.
Better is an opinion, but mine is certainly more economical, disciplined, dignified. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Não vou falar nada sobre desejo do impulso ainda não.
Mind, body, soul. An ordinary tadpole would eat at your memories until they were lost to the void. But our tadpoles are far from ordinary. I wonder if another factor's in play.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
Be gone. I am hungry.
Another one. What are you under there, then? Ant? Aurochs? The keepers of this place. They change their form to fit their need. They become birds, to hunt on the wing. Bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside. Hiding things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
Seria aqui no feno. O tesouro dos Chiefins.
You're addressing me? A humble ox. How quaint.
Essa inteligência baixa tá foda.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No. You are incapable. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldurs Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. No. That's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Moo. Nothing here for you.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Pô, sacanagem, más notícias, criançada. Vocês vão todos morrer.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
Dá sequência na quest da Lae'zel, que ela queria conversar com esse NPC aqui. Vamos ver se não tem nada de bom aqui.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
No. Go on. Bow. Lower. You saw another gift. Where?
On the road, to Baldurs Gate. Near the mountain pass. Saw us before we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
By the dead gods. Are all gifts so brutal?
Brutal? Blood still flows through his own veins. I was positively gentle.
Braba.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait. A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The teeth sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Tiefling.
I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
creche holds the Zafisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Os anéis de Baldurs Gate. Como de costume, pegar todos os livros, fazer uma renda de 8 moedas de ouro em cada. Opa, opa. Acho que eu conversei com todos aqui. Não sei se eu conversei lá em cima. Vou pegar aqui um randa.
Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldurs Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Damn goblins!
Like the sight of blood, do you? Thought you'd have had your fill at the gate. Might be more blood spilled yet, if Zevlor starts in on the lectures again. Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged them, the stupid bastard. These weren't no normal goblins. And Liam weren't no friend, all right? Just another raw recruit, thought he was in some storybook.
Abandonou o coleguinha? Sacanagem, hein?
If it ain't the fearless goblin slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot. Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here, and losing track of the bloody druid. Alson, he's a leader around these parts. Or was. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it.
Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish.
There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic supposedly buried round these parts.
But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
Ó, louco.
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. Anything more we should discuss? My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting. A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Tiny grooves spider across the ice surface. It resembles a sending stone, used to confer with distant contacts.
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
You watch and listen for signs of deceit, but sense nothing unusual.
Esse cara tá me escondendo alguma coisa.
I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit. Seems unusual to me. Then again, we're talking about tadpoles inserted into our brains by rubber-skinned tentacle monsters. There's nothing usual about it. All the more reason to stick close. I think you'll agree.
Zé Alvaro havia pedido para encontrar ele aqui.
They'll find it.
Yes, of course. Ah, you. Thank you. You stopped us from making a bad situation much worse. Well met. Though I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business here, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This latest attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. We are refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after goblins and gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldurs Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. The High Overseer, our Grand Protector, signed a pact with devils. It dragged Elturel straight to hell. Lucky for us, a group of adventurers found a way to bring the city back. Afterwards, people looked at us and just saw devilkin. No different from the druids here, really. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't see me. You, though. I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else. What little we have, we'll scrape together. It isn't coin we need. It's time.
Korga's a piece of work. Let's see if your wit surpasses your might.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, more of my people will die. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense.
Vou tentar.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Pegar baúzinho aqui em cima. Então, às vezes tem algo útil. Conversar com esse aqui primeiro.
Used to think that goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. We're tougher than we look. We've survived persecution, survived Avernus. Who knows? Some of us might even make it to Baldur's Gate. You're just a ray of sunshine, aren't you? Thanks for your helpful feedback. But I think we're done here.
Fechou então. O modo honra é isso, sempre tá procurando por algum tipo de vantagem, explorando, abrindo todos os recipientes, conversando com NPC, às vezes consegue alguma coisa diferente. Deixa eu ver o que ela tem na bolsa. Uma batata. Perdeu o almoço, que eu catei a batata. Aqui já não pode. Não tinha um loirinho aqui?
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
Know what you mean.
Do we ever?
But I've heard there's all sorts in the city. It might not be like it was in Elturel. I mean, in Baldur's Gate, they give you a chance.
Good luck to you. Wish us a little too. I think we'll all need it.
Surely destined for the slaughter. What would be more perfect than to die by your love's side? and known love was not enough.
Controla esse impulso aí, alma. Eita, aqui em cima.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
Ô, louco.
You threatening me?
Tá maluco esse cara?
You don't understand. The kid stole my locket. He... What the hell's this? These little devils get away with everything because of coddling bastards like you. You'll get yours someday. I hope I get to see it.
Maybe you will, but personally, I doubt it. See you around.
Esse moleque roubou o medalhão mesmo? Não é motivo pro cara querer bater no moleque, não, hein? Vou trocar uma ideia com ele.
Thanks to you, that kid is my locket. My mum gave that to me on her deathbed. Get out of my face. Got nothing to say to you.
Caraca. Não quis nem conversar. Esse ratinho aqui.
Stay back, or else. Or else, I'll bite you. Ow! Oh, my tooth. It's not funny. I chipped it on the evil thing. It was horrible. In the box. Follow me, I'll show you.
Ah, não vai entrar aí não. Uma invasão. Depois eu entro aí. Vamos ver aqui se eles liberam pra mim essa porta. Já falei com todo mundo de cá, falta só descer.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks. You look the rocks over, but find no sign of a way through.
Sumiu. Mas tem uma passagem secreta aqui. Eu tinha que ter passado no teste. Não quis rodar o dado novamente, porque quero ver se futuramente eles vão deixar eu entrar de boa aí. Tem uma outra entrada aqui embaixo também, qualquer coisa. Mas não tem nada de interessante lá. Umas crianças brincando de esconderijo.
Hold out your hand, lady. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails? Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested?
Ô, louco.
Hey, not so loud. You caught me. All right. They're not lucky rings.
I'm just trying to earn money for my family. My father left and my mother, she's so sick. I wish I had better things to sell than trinkets, but it's all I have. Thank you. That means so much. That's what I got.
Vou comprar aqui uns trenzinhos dele. Não, mas não tem nada que presta aqui, ué. Compra esse livro aqui. E você vende aí essas armas pros outros.
You bought something. Most everybody says it looks like junk and moves on. Oh, you have. You definitely have. Anyway, see you again sometime. Take care. Safe travels.
You realize your bag feels light. You were just robbed.
Oxi. Não levou nada, não.
Hey, you're back. Here to buy some stuff? Me? No, promise. I'm just a kid trying to make a living. You know who you should talk to? Moll. She's my boss, I guess. Good at finding stuff. Her office is through the crack in the wall over there, if you can fit. You bet. Good luck, pal.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. And I hear you have a problem. A few things are missing from your pack. Is that right? I heard you helped Melly with that locket. I owe you for that. We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldurs Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
É roubado, né?
So what? Should we be panicking like everyone else? We have a plan. We're the ones who'll end up on top in the gate. Anything else? Sure. Sylphie probably grabbed them by mistake. Here you go. Won't happen again. And to make sure none of the kids on the job outside mess with you, show them this. You got it. Now, we done here, or what? I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at. The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed. And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune. Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark. but they're vicious. Anything else?
Você tem pra vender?
Anything
Então é
else?
isso.
Well, it's been a pleasure. You know the way out.
Opa, 35 de ouro. E esse cartaz carimbado não é meu, não? Ah, tá. Então vocês roubaram o medalhão do rapaz. Que triste.
You don't look so tough. Mull fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
Bom pra ela.
Kind of short for an adult, aren't you? Oh, I remember you. You're the one who helped me get away. You want something? Or you just here to stare at my forehead? Look, if I had it, would I tell you? This entire conversation is a waste of our time, don't you think? Now find yourself a maze and get lost. I'm busy.
Tiradinha, hein? Mas eu sei onde tá o medalhão, hein? Vou pegar ele aqui agora.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
É que vocês são ladrão, vocês não vão se importar de eu roubar de vocês, né?
Need to find a way
Por olho.
forward.
Um balzinho, não chego não.
My daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Ragrashab, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Não entendi o que rola aqui.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
She was caught. Foolish child. Let them judge her.
Calma aí, Lae'zel.
And you should bugger off. Now.
As crianças daqui tá curtindo um furto, hein? Você tá doido?
I'll rush the guards. You sprint past.
I won't risk you too, love. We'll find another way.
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
Carl Magrin, give her a chance.
You, get back!
It's forbidden to outsiders. Korga's orders. No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. Your welcome can be easily withdrawn, outsider. Respect our grove, or face our claws.
Few outsiders are allowed in here. Be respectful and do not interfere.
Beleza. Interferir só pouquinho.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Vou aparecer anel aqui. Não tem nada para vender, só isso. Esse anel é bom para healer. Eu vou transformar o Wyll em clérigo futuramente. Só pegar a Karlach e vou transformar ele.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns.
A mythweaver. This man has no respect for truth.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witness believes herself to be dragon.
Delirante.
Possibly deluded. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiat in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Cookleak would come to some use. My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again. My grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place?
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings. By Sylvanus the Tree Father, our turmoil is calmed.
He didn't come back, did he? His smell is gone. He's gone. Then leave.
Nossa,
Still nothing.
Tem um baú aqui atrás. Essa raça petitinha é difícil, viu? O pulo é muito curto. Não sei se impacta na verdade, mas acredito que sim. Eu posso mudar de aparência, mas ficar mudando de aparência toda hora fica meio chato, né? Esses NPCs aqui, eles não tem o que falar, só fica em transe mesmo.
Defendendo ab imminentibus equilibrio tuo.
Vamos subir aqui. Conversar com a Barda Alfira e aprender a tocar uma musiquinha.
It hurts! It hurts! Please, make it stop!
Don't you think it's awful?
We'll save you, poor soul.
The critters start a duet of their own, attempting to drown out the
Da
bard's
hora os
music.
bichinhos dançando.
They look at you expectantly.
Of course, we are born performers.
Unlike some. Dance upon the stars.
Ensina a tocar aí, Alfira.
Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become. More like butchering. Don't know why I bother. I thought they were cheering me on. Even animals think I'm terrible. I want to finish this song, but I can't. Nothing fits, you know? It can't hurt. I have an extra loot, if you want. I'll start from the beginning. We'll take it slow. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Ah, vou ter que gastar. Ô, louco. Nossa. Me ajuda aí.
Words of mine will turn to ash when you pull the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Sorry. She'd have said the same thing. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it. It was awful. I couldn't look at a lute without hearing her screaming. I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch to perfect a song. Keep the lute, please. You've earned it. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to Lihala.
I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Too sweet. Odiously sweet. The vomitous gall within despairs at your kindness.
Abrir aqui. Eu quero aprender a tocar, porque eu posso fazer os inimigos ficarem ao meu redor. E aí eu posso usar disso para um ataque em área massivo. Mais pra frente eu vou mostrar como.
By Sylvanas, the old oak, all death begets life.
I thought you were housing.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halsin? Promise me a mate.
Speak. I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order, and my voice will not matter. Find Nettie in her room, through the carved door, deeper in the grove. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. No, please. A moment. We may talk, but I do not trust my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. A druid and an outsider. We can do nothing without turning the others against us. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people.
Seu povo é um bando de covarde, né? Querendo expulsar todo mundo e se trancar aqui dentro. Mas é a lei da sobrevivência, né? Covardia. Essa é a Tufet preguiçosa.
Huh? What's that?
Vai comer peixinho.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle? Yes. Yes, you're right. That's it.
Bom, só falta aqui dentro agora. E a praia que eu vou fazer depois. Eu ainda tô fraco pra ir na praia.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions.
Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike.
The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
Vamos com calma aí, impulso.
Her life matters more than satiating your dark fantasies. You focus, and they're gone. But clearly this child's life is in danger.
Silence. I answer only to mistress.
A inteligência -1 é foda. Boa.
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Tipo, acho que só respeitam a decisão dela, que ela tá como líder aqui agora, né? Que Halsin não tá. Mas podiam recusar essa liderança aí, né?
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Eu acho.
Monster? Too kind. A demon, more like.
Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Eu vou catar esse ídolo.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the rite will survive long outside. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanas' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay, if you must.
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
Aqui a Neste.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
This may be cat.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? Just be glad my bedside manner's better than yours. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
Please. I'm resting.
The bird says nothing. Only the sound of its labored breath fills the silence.
There's something in that vest. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Rather too common as of late. At least that's what Master Halsin suspected. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? I'm telling you everything you need to know. Believe me on that. I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you? It recognized you as being infected. Well now, that's something. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not? I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers, telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. The thing is, I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? I can't make any promises. This is like nothing we've seen before. But I know this for sure. Master Halsin is the only one close to understanding these things. He's your best bet to survive. Otherwise, that vial's your only option.
Tá certo.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Ah, dá pra conversar com o morto.
The corpse regards you lifelessly. The corpse remains silent. It doesn't understand the question.
Nem sabia que estava infectado.
No. Moonrise Towers. Initiation. Minthara. Back at camp. Druid. Bear.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
É isso, depois eu venho aqui e exploro. Vamos lá fora conversar com os pais da Arabella e roubar o druida, o ídolo deles. Ah, tem esse cara que apareceu.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
Para esse ritual de vocês é agora. Não vão nem ter tempo de falar que fui eu. Eu vou conversar com a Arabella aqui primeiro.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a gnoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Fechou, Arabella. Completar seu serviço aqui pra você não ter sido preso em vão. E Esse aqui funcionou no modo estrategista. Vamos ver se eu consigo aqui. Clica no ídolo, mantém aqui. A hora que o ídolo levantar, aperta para o acampamento. Eu tentei de todas as formas, só assim que... Pronto. Ninguém sabe e ninguém viu. Agora a gente dá uma pausa aqui. Vou colocar esse colar aqui no Lae'zel. Um chapelinho aqui. Acho que já podemos voltar. Eles vão estar lá fazendo o ritual ainda, mas nem perceberam que o ídolo sumiu. Aí. Pelo menos agora o santuário não vai ser fechado em vinhas, eu acho. Eu nunca paguei pra ver. Ficou faltando aqui no santuário explorar. Na casa da Koga. Explorar lá dentro do santuário. Faltou a praia. E faltou libertar a goblin. Acho que eu já vou libertar ela. Vou pegar uma recompensa com a mol aqui pelo ídolo.
I had a feeling you'd be back.
O ídolo é todo seu.
Thanks. See you in Baldurs Gate, I hope. Now scram, before I get emotional.
Esse anel é muito bom. Ele me dá mais um em armadura. Dá pra usar ele até o final do jogo. Bom, nesse episódio foi isso, um resumão. Fizemos um pedaço da linha da Lae'zel, conhecemos a sua história, recrutamos o Wyll, conhecemos um pouco de sua história, resgatamos Arabella e roubamos o ídolo de Sylvanos. E conversamos com todo mundo do acampamento, entendemos a história, o que está rolando aqui. O vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Muito obrigado para quem seguiu e até a próxima.